Hello and welcome to Getting Started with RSL15, where we show you just how quick and easy it is to get up and running developing your own application for the RSL15 wireless microcontroller. In this video, I will demonstrate how to download, install, and set up your new toolchain. By the end of the video, we will be able to copy and compile RSL15 sample applications in our new workspace. Let's get started. First, we're going to want to navigate to the RSL15 homepage. You can do this by typing in RSL15 in the onsemi website or by typing it into your favorite search engine. The top result should be what we're looking for. And there it is, the RSL15 homepage. If we scroll down, we will find the latest onsemi IDE installer as well as the RSL15 firmware package. I also highly recommend you download the RSL15 documentation package. The other three options are some development tools that I recommend you look into, but we won't be covering in this video. Go ahead and click on the onsemi IDE installer. It'll take you to a page that will ask you to log into your MyOn account. If you don't have one, you can simply click register. It'll only ask for a small amount of information and quick verification email, and you will be able to download. As you see, it started the download for me automatically. I'm going to go ahead and just cancel it because I've already downloaded it. If we go back to the RSL15 homepage, we can then select the RSL15 firmware package to download. Same thing, if you're not already logged in, it will ask you to. It takes you to your My Files page where it will begin the download automatically. Again, I'm just going to hit cancel because I already have this. Once we have all that downloaded, we can leave our browser, open our downloads folder, right click and extract all for the IDE. I've gone ahead and already done this. We open up the Windows installer. We go on to click next. We've got to just keep the default install location. Here we have added on the option to download and install JLink by Seger. This is what will be used to flash and debug your device. So we'll go ahead and click install JLink. Even if you already have it installed, it will detect if you have the latest version and give you an update if needed. Go ahead and click install. This will take just a minute. In the meantime, why don't we go back to our downloads? Go ahead and click yes to give that guy permission. And go back here and let's just extract all for the RSL15 firmware package. All right, so we have that all ready while we wait for the install to finish. Okay, and there we are. Now, before we go ahead and launch our IDE, let's just run through the JLink installer. Again, we can just agree there's nothing we need to change here by default. You're welcome to change the shortcut and start menu options. Again, I highly recommend you keep the default location because other programs will expect to find it here. Go ahead and click install, and it will run through that. All right, just ask to update something I already have there. Click finish. All right, now we are ready to click finish here and launch our IDE. All right, on first startup, it's going to ask us what workspace we want to use, and it will create one in the default location. Just give it a second as it sets up our new workspace. And here we are. I won't dive in too much the IDE in this video, but I will quickly show you how. If we go up to the top right, we can click the Open Perspectives button and then go to our CMSys Pack Manager. This is where it will store all the different CMSys packs for various devices, allow you to navigate through examples as well as different versions. So let's go up here and click Import Existing Packs and navigate to our downloads and the RSL15 firmware package where we have the pack waiting. Click Open, and it will import this into our workspace. All right, there we go. Now on the left side, we should be able to see on semiconductor. Click on that, it brings down the RSL15. Now up here, we can click on examples and we see the full list of sample applications that are included with the RSL15 firmware pack. Now, why don't we just go ahead and quickly select one of these? Let's go with Blinky. If we hit copy, it's going to copy a new copy of the code into our project folder. And here it is. I'm just going to quickly try to build this. Down at the bottom console, we should see all of the build commands running. All right, and there we go. We have successfully built our sample project. That's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please see the video notes for more information as well as links to any resources used in this video. If you have any questions about this video or the RSL15 in general, you can search for answers or reach out to us on our forum at onsemi.com/forum. Thank you again for watching and be sure to check back for more videos soon.